Yo, 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 KH No Filter crew, what the hell is going on? How are we doing? Look at this, I'm so professional. I got the intro right, but I forgot the background again, so we're gonna go ahead and fix that. But welcome guys, my name is Marshall, welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna have a little bit of a unique video. I do want to test out the water, see what you guys like, see what you guys don't like, and go from there really. But before we go ahead and start that, we'll go ahead and introduce the panel. Real Chris, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty okay. Watching, I guess, Lewis's stream with Johnny and watching the Wales game. I'm doing okay.
Yeah, I kind of wish you were able to react to that, but it's happening live right
We
now.
can react to that if you want to do that. So not right now, but like the next week.
Yeah, sure. Another day we'll definitely react to that. I mean, funny enough, this whole thing with Johnny's happening right now, and I feel like what we're gonna be reacting to today is actually kind of relatable to that. I'll let you guys know how it's relatable, but we'll get to that. Andrew, how you doing, brother?
This video, by the way.
I've only seen parts of.
I have no idea what we're talking. I know it's missed, but I don't know what it's talking about or anything. So.
Yeah, I've only seen like a good 4 minutes of it, 5 minutes of it, but I haven't seen the whole thing. I only know an idea of what's happening, so we're gonna check it out, see what it's about, and react to it. But before we do that, Will, also, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing alright, yeah.
What game are you guys watching, by the way?
No, it's ended now. It was there was a Wales Netherlands was on. There was 2 goals in the last 5 minutes, and it ended 2-1 Netherlands. But yeah, I've just been chilling. I know what this is about, but I don't at the same time. So I've not watched the video, but I saw what happened on Twitter. So
okay. Oh, you saw it go down.
Oh, the Twitter thing. Oh, I've seen the Twitter thing.
Yeah.
So pretty much before we go ahead and get started, for the 3rd time I said that, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, leave a comment down below, let us know what kind of content you guys want to see. Actually, I would like to know. I do post like community posts asking that stuff, but I do want to experiment. Like I said, this is an experiment. I want to see what this is. We used to do react content and then we kind of just stopped, so this is good coming back to the roots. We wish Kai was here, but we can't have it all. If you want to donate and you have something to say, you want us to read a chat, super chat is available. If you want to, do a super thanks, donate to the channel, you can do that as well if you're watching this in the future. And all of that is greatly appreciated. Check out the links in the description as well. And I guess let's just go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and share this. So for those of you who do not know, Miz is the other side of the coin. I think most of us here, I mean, I like Miz a lot. Andrew, I know you like Miz. I mean, I'm sure Chris and Will, maybe they
Miz is a nice guy, yeah, from what I've seen.
He's a really nice guy. He's been on the channel before. Really cool guy, down to earth. I'm actually, talking to Miz, we might get him back in the channel in the future. He's just, look at him now. He's freaking busy as hell. So yeah, what's going on, Kai? Kai, if you want to join us, I sent you the link, so you can come and join us whenever you want. But yeah, so from what I understand, there was a little bit of conflict on Twitter between Yan from Football Therapy, another channel that I actually watch from time to time, but he has his opinions, and Miz. So I don't know exactly what conspired or what Miz is gonna say here, but I think Miz has a lot to say, and Miz is not very timid when it comes to dropping truth bombs. So we're gonna react to this and see what he has to say.
Is that Val trying to chat shit to me when Harry Wilson was supposed to step up today?
Yes, that
Your
is.
boy
That is
was starting today, and what did we do?
Harry
Nothing.
Wilson's wank.
You know what's crazy? Real Chris, you know what's crazy? You asked him the question, I was waiting for him to respond, and then I realized, oh wait, he's in chat.
I saw like he had me in the chat. He said Wales bottled it. Wow, yeah, the keeper was shocking. Harry Wilson was shocking. Nothing new.
Chris and the Welshman. All right, let's go ahead and get started. He starts talking about it, I think, at 1:30, so we'll start from here.
I can't hear him.
I can't either.
Can't hear it?
Oh
No.
shit! You have to say the words.
Hold on, I know why you guys can't hear it. Now I fixed it. There we go. See you guys, all experimental.
We're
figuring it out as we go. All right, we're winging it. There we go. Let's do it.
Now let me give you a bit of a background story
Better?
as to how this all transpired and what it led to. It's funny. We're going to talk about the concept of super fans because I feel like there is this particular scenario that's been created. There are fans, they think they're superior to other fans, and they think that they're gracing this platform with so much class and elegance, and you know, they're sometimes a little bit disconnected to what's going on.
Sound like someone we know, guys?
Sound
like someone that's
not someone's people. I'm not even going to boil it down to one person. Several dozens, if not hundreds, of people in online who think
Could even
they
be thousands.
think they are better.
thousands.
Who think that what they say is golden, is full stop, and we have to go, well, I thought differently, but you've proven me right. So, even though I totally believe what I'm saying and don't believe what you're saying, you're right. I understand what you're saying. I mean, real Chris is like that. So.
Oh God.
I mean, Kai has had his encounter. I've seen it too. Kai has had his encounter with people like that. And Kai, I was trying to like make you look humble, and then you fucking say shit like this.
Humble is not in Kai's.
At least you said most.
He doesn't. Yeah.
He said most.
Yeah.
He didn't say all.
Yeah.
I mean, Kai knows my takes are more successful than his. We saw that on the predictions. So, you know, here we are.
But I feel like, you know, I'm disconnected from Twitter partially for this reason. I feel like there's a lot of people in the fan base that have these opinions that are so toxic, and then they spread to other people, and then they have their little agendas, and I guess you can say I'm missing the fun, but I think I'd rather just be sane, Chris. Like I can't be asked to be
telling me I'm not sane?
A little bit. I can't be asked to constantly be going back and forth with fans about, oh, Mason this, Declan Rice this, oh, Callum Hudson-Odoi this and that, oh, Ziyech just trashed this, and it's like at what point do we stop actually stating facts and we start just being emotional about this?
It's one of the reasons why I'm now on private on Twitter, because I just accept the people that I know aren't gonna like be dickheads, and I can have rational discussion, and then it's just better. Just have who you want on there.
And don't get me wrong, like for me, I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know, but I've never seen Yan as one of the people to have this overarching like God complex of an opinion. So yeah. I mean, I've never seen it, so I can't say he does that. But I have watched his videos. I do watch his videos, and I, you know, he has this take on Eden Hazard, and I'm just like, I roll my eyes every time he says it. Like, he's one of the people that advocate for Eden Hazard to come back, and I'm like, you do realize this isn't the Eden Hazard that left Chelsea, right? Like this is, and he admits it too. He admits it that he just wants him back for the romanticization of it. And
did we just say that with Lukaku?
Thank you, Andrew. no, thank you. It's true. It's true. Yeah, I don't know, man. But all right, let's continue watching this.
In reality. But, ladies and gentlemen, I woke up this morning, right? My time, Sydney time, which was late UK time. And obviously I went around, did a few things, and I thought I'll go and check the live score of what's going on in Nations League, or whatever rubbish international matches that are going on. It's not even important. But I knew England was...
What happened, real Chris?
I said respect that league.
Dissed the Nations League. I love it. Well done, dude. I don't care what you say, anything else on this stream. I don't care now. You're confident in us. You still were.
I know absolutely nothing about what's happening in Nations League. I'm sorry.
It's really weird.
He's just upset because his team ain't good enough to make the World Cup.
You know the Nations League. It's so weird. Like there's like brackets, and then there's tiers of the brackets, and then the top two tiers of the top bracket, the best teams that qualify go through. It's really weird. I don't really how you get to a semi-final of a Nations League. I just know you have to be in bracket A. And
You know
win
what,
the game.
Will? That's a really good point. I don't know how these teams. I thought the Nations League happened like last year. Like, why are we still doing Nations League? What's happening?
They changed the rules as well. At first, it was meant to be a fast track to get into the Euros and World Cup from European teams. Then it changed to a 2-year tournament in which you win a trophy. And now they're just doing it every year. So I don't understand. I don't get what it is. I don't understand anymore.
Yeah, I can't care for the Nations League just like Miz here.
I actually kind of like it because you see decent countries play against each other, but apart from that, I just don't care.
Yeah, I can share that sentiment. All right, let's continue.
Was playing, so I thought, you know what? I want to see if England lost, and I want to have a little bit of light banter, light humor, absolutely light. Do you know what I mean? And I saw England lost against Hungary, and I thought, you know what? I want to rattle a bit of the fan base with Declan Rice banter, and this is what I stated. And if you have a look at this tweet, which we'll go through, it literally is so basic. I mean, you cannot even get hurt by looking at this. So it goes something like this. Just woke up a moment ago and noticed England lost to Hungary with a laughing emoticon. Not a single rice prop in sight. Such a shame. I was looking forward to indulge on some rice stats whilst having my breakfast. Now,
that honestly doesn't seem like much banter at all.
It's just... mate, correct me if I'm wrong. It's just like I thought Miz actually didn't mind Declan Rice. He's just taking the piss a little bit. Like
I don't think he does. I feel like most of the fan base, and again, these are one of those players in this fan base that he's not even one of our players, and he's so divisive. He's the Mason Mount. He's like Mason Mount for Chelsea, but he doesn't play for Chelsea. So I don't know why he's so divisive in the team.
At least
or in the fan base rather. Yeah.
At least with certain players that play for us, you can sort of see that. Okay, if you want to back everyone through thick and thin, I can sort of see it. He plays for West Ham and he's their captain. But it's weird. It's so
and you know
weird.
what? Like, I think all of us here can agree. Like, Rice is a good player. The only issue that we have with Rice is the fact that he costs 80 to 100 million pounds.
150.
And the fact that there could be better players out there.
Basuma for 30 million is way better option.
That's the only issue that I feel like people who don't want Rice that's the only issue they have with him. The only issue.
Going back to those two, because I feel we're going to go off into a Rice debate. I'm going to steer us back to the video.
I feel like this is going to go into a Rice debate.
Going off what Miz has put, that's very. I know it's very simple. I know he's doing it. He even said it. It's very simple bait he's put out there. It's not really. It's a bit sarcastic. He's not really, he's not like been going in on Rice saying he's crap, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Very simple. It's like a little drop of blood to see where the piranhas are in the ocean and see if they'll react.
He's fishing.
Yeah, and then one guy says you're close to unfollowing now.
He's fishing.
Miz, if you watch this, man, you got to put your fisherman's cap on. You got to get them lines ready, bro, because you out here fishing, dog.
That would make a great video. You got his fishing cap, a fishing rod, and everything.
You got to wear your bucket hat, Miz.
We're going out some fishing.
This fishing is more like in your paddling pool in your back garden. And you just like got like a made stick.
It's like if you have a pond,
and you're sort of winding up your dog trying to chase after something. It's more like that.
What it reminds me of is, did any of you when you were younger go to like the local beach, wherever it was, and you went crabbing? You put the crabs back after. That's what it's not even. I wouldn't even call it.
I had no beach near me.
I was gonna say,
Chris.
like, if you have like a koi, if you have like
I have a lake.
I was gonna say, if you have like a koi fish pond in your backyard, it's like, what that fishing? Like, I'm just gonna catch the fish I put in here.
It's more like having your own goldfish, just one goldfish.
Yeah, there you go.
Bowl, it goes round.
This pond gets smaller and smaller and smaller. I don't know what kind of fish you're trying to catch, Miz, but you caught a big one on this one.
Every time Declan Rice plays well, whether it's even half decent, you will see social media absolutely in plethora of Rice propaganda. You don't even see that kind of stuff when our players have a 10 out of 10 performance. But Declan Rice, even West Ham fans, I don't even see them talking up with, Declan Rice stuff as much as our fans do this for Declan Rice. Today, honestly, I want to share some, all this stuff with you guys, and I want to also share one of the main reasons I think I don't. Well, non-footballing reason why I don't want Declan Rice, because of moments like this, because of situations like this that really, really rise me up and actually gives me a bad taste about the whole situation. So I tweeted this. Majority of the fan base took it as a banter, took it as a joke. We all had a laugh. Certain individuals didn't take it that way. One individual being is Yannick, and I need to share this with you guys because this is screaming out to me as a super fan and someone who is far superior to others. And these sort of things we need to be careful about, how we interact, how we communicate, how we treat each other, because this is not on. So I tweeted, as you saw what I just tweeted, very light humor banter. Yannick comes up and says, dangerously close to unfollowing. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, my man, you must be joking. You really must be joking. You better be joking, because if you're not, this is not going to go down well with you. And I replied back saying, ha ha ha, wow, really? Just over a player, you would unfollow a fellow fan. I hope this was a joke, but if it isn't, I'm severely disappointed and kind of sums up certain parts of the fan base.
All right, so let me read the super chat, and I got a comment on this because it's a little ridiculous. Rodrigo, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Rice was cooked by Musiala. That ended the debate. Does it end the debate though? Musiala's pretty talented.
Yeah, Musiala's a very good player. But
I mean, first of all, thank you so much for the super chat, Rodrigo, man.
Yeah,
you're a big
appreciate it,
supporter
bro.
of all
Yeah.
the channels, and
Rodrigo's been here for a minute, man.
Yeah, so you're an OG.
yeah, big up.
OG Rodrigo. That's your new name.
Second of all, there is a split, and my stance on Rice is it's not the player, it's the price. It's always going to be the price. I don't slander. If you notice that if you follow me, I don't slander Rice. If I do, it's only to wind people up.
Yeah, it's a bit efficient.
Yeah, and I do it. I do it a lot. I think it's like, first of all, someone said dangerously unfollow me. Like I care.
Dangerously close on following. Yeah.
It's like I'm not one of those people who do the unfollow tweets. I don't know why people do that, really, but
yeah.
It's like,
he's got an ego problem.
Instead of coming back, Jan, whether he did it in, I don't know if he did it to be funny or thought he was being funny, or if he did it for serious.
Mm-hmm.
If it was serious, instead of doing that, why don't you just go? Why don't you just engage with him in a debate or something like?
Have a conversation.
This is cool. This will debate anyone. Just do that. I don't understand it. But,
I thought he was taking the piss at first. I thought it was just because if Chris says something disrespecting a player I like, I sometimes say I'm going to block you, Chris. But that's just that's just as a joke. But you would think, it's weird, isn't it? It's like trying to. For me, that just
says serious ego problems. He actually being serious there.
Yeah, he was being serious. He actually was, but it's
so weird. It's so weird to me because you read that tweet that Miz put out, and there's even like a laughing emoji on it. It's just a joke, bro.
Do you know what's
and
weird?
It's like what Andrew said earlier too. It's not like he's going out and saying like, "Oh, this proves why Declan Rice is trash and not a fit for Chelsea." It's like it's such light banter. It's really the lightest banter. How do you take it so personally for a player that doesn't even play for your team, bro?
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Exactly.
Now on tweets, I thought you didn't have to do this, but now on tweets, it's a stage of. Because people, first of all, people don't read everything; they just read highlights, even a short 140-character message. They only read what they want to read. Second of all, people now had to start putting laughing emojis to people with some joke. I fear now people have to put in big capital letters sarcasm. Right?
Sarcasm.
Don't take it
Andrew,
seriously.
we live in 2022. Come on, we live in 2022.
We're laughing, but I'm deadly serious. People just don't. They don't. I think it's this new era, and probably we all suffer from the same thing. We just don't. We all want it. We all want information now, as quickly as possible. There's no patience in this world anymore, even just to read a simple message and see how it's read. Do you know what I mean? But
What I just don't get why he's upset. Like, it's a West Ham player, and he might not even end up at Chelsea because how much he's going to cost. So why is he getting so bent backwards over for a West Ham player? I don't get.
if he had said if Miz had said something like what Velvet Sean said right here, then yeah, I can understand the I'm dangerously close to unfollowing, because it's just like, first of all, I mean, you don't even need to say it. If you want to unfollow, just unfollow, right?
Yeah.
But like also like this is something that would piss me off. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about, Velvet Sean? Look, Velvet Sean never knows what he's talking
he's
about.
trying to make me
I'm kidding,
block
Velvet
him.
Sean. I'm just kidding.
He's weird.
But there's like, do you know what's it's weird because I've interacted with Jan on old accounts when I was like new to like Chelsea Twitter and everything, and he had a much smaller following. I think it was a bit before the first lockdown. I think the first lockdown's where he like blew up really within the Chelsea, and he was like, I disagreed with a lot of what he said, but he was always like, if he did reply, he would always like be polite, articulate himself well, and just seem really normal. And this just, I don't know if it's maybe now he's got a decent following and a lot of people like his views. I don't know if that's got to him.
Not that big. Asher West got like double following or something. He's got what, like 80,000? Asher West got like 200 something.
All right. Well, let's continue, please.
Now he goes on to say, trust me, there are plenty of Chelsea fans I choose not to follow. So at this moment, I'm thinking this guy is actually serious. Like, I thought he was going to come back and reply that, no, I was only kidding, daddy. No, but he was serious. Then I replied back saying, wow, so you are serious. So it's okay when others banter about a player, but when I or someone else banter about Rice, then there's an issue. Have I abused him in my tweet? Do you know what, mate? Please unfollow me. I don't want you to get bothered about what I'm tweeting. You know.
Hey, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I probably would have started it off that way instead of going into this whole debacle. Because to be honest, like, especially on Twitter, I can't be asked. I can't be asked to engage in these arguments. Like, it's just, Miz, especially Miz, you have plenty of other shit you can do. Like, you probably, this is probably just more of a waste of your time and energy than it needed to be. And yeah.
I think Jan obviously supports England, but who gets triggered over fucking Nations League? Like, who cares? Honestly, who cares?
Chris does
about a Nations League game.
I care.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, but Chris, you're a Wales
Chris.
fan, so you care about every little achievement in your life because you never know when you next qualify for the next
That's fair.
tournament.
No, that's fair. Chris,
I'm gonna unfollow you, Will.
hold that, man.
Yeah, do it, Chris. Screw you, Chris. I'll follow you first.
No, just think about it, Chris. Don't actually do it. Just think about it first. That's it. And then send him a message.
I see it on a regular
Send him a message.
basis. People bantering Jorginho, people bantering Kai Havertz, and many other players. You don't see this type of reaction. But Declan Rice, I don't know what it is with this fan base. Declan Rice, and you get such an irrational, scenario that just transpires in social media, and it's so strange. He's not even our player, and only because he was an ex-Chelsea Academy player. And people lose objective about this whole situation. Like, it's mad. Like, these same people that will slander and go at our own players, but feel that anything said against Rice seems to be uncalled for, and it's not
fucking true.
It's not allowed, and it's mad. So then look at this. It's the next. You're gonna love. This is what absolutely did me, and we're gonna go back to that. I'm gonna unfollow you because I need to absolutely elaborate on that matter. Look at this from Jan. Then he replies back saying, combination of laughing at my country's loss, mocking one of our best players with an inference of disdain regarding his links for a return, not critiquing your right to tweet at all, just don't need it on my timeline. No, not really did nor really did I expect it. Now,
how privileged do you sound? Holy shit, bro.
First of all, Miz didn't directly message Jan. So if it's on his timeline, that's not down to Miz. Okay, that's not down to Miz. Yeah. You're the one who's engaged with Miz. So actually, you're on his timeline right now. This
Yeah.
is the irony of this, right? First of all, you are critiquing what he's saying by saying you're not critiquing what he's saying. So you are actually doing that. Okay.
Did he
It's
mention
not
Melner
bantering
as well?
He's Australian. There's a history
Yeah.
of between England and Australia over many sports. Of course, it's going to banter us if we lose. And it's the frigging Nations League, bro. Get over it. For Christ's sake. And he's right.
Football's
This
all
is
about
Declan
banter
Rice.
anyway.
This is Declan Rice. Yeah, he was at our academy for like a cup of coffee, right? He left at 14. It's not as if he's like. I'm sorry. It's not like it's like Fikayo Tomori, who actually played for Chelsea first team for a number of games, then went out and is playing well and come back. I can understand that. So he's totally right. It's another thing, he's not a Chelsea player. He's not a Chelsea player. I don't get this. It's like
It's so weird.
So weird. This fan base.
The guy doesn't sound like he likes freedom of speech. I
Do you know
guess.
what's weird as well? Like, if he cared so much about the England thing, that I know he mentions, he hides behind, it's my support for England. Mock them losing in the World Cup in 2014 and 2018. Mock them for losing. If it's about international football, why don't you just mock Australians' awful history in tournaments? What? Just do that. Like, why? Oh, it actually pisses me off. I can't even lie. You're on Twitter. You're on Twitter, and you don't want to hear people's opinions. You're on Twitter.
That's the
the whole
thing,
point.
man. It's like that's what you step into. Like, if you're going on Twitter, you have to know you're stepping into just like an insane asylum. So like you saying like this is just, I'm just playing. Sorry, Yan, but you got
No, but you're right. If he didn't want to
beta
listen
energy.
To this, if he didn't want to listen to any of this, why didn't he then mute the words Declan Rice, England? And then
oh my god! And the fact that you can mute words. Oh my god!
Exactly. Yeah.
I forgot how much of like.
I'm seriously thinking of muting the word Chelsea from this summer. I'm just thinking of doing it for a couple of days and see how I feel about it. That's all.
It'd just be at much more peace.
Yeah.
You'll start your garden with some eucalyptus leaves and lavender. Listen
to the birds.
No, Andrew, just cook a nice steak. Cook a nice steak.
Andrew, you'll listen to the birds tweet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No birds singing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man.
Don't, Chris.
I'm going to start with the level.
I'm sorry, Will. Go ahead.
I was about to say, it's literally the equivalent of me saying, "Oh my God, Chris, Joe Allen lost. Oh my God.
Don't ever disrespect Welsh Javi.
You lost to Netherlands.
Oh, Shabby, Jesus.
That's literally the same thing. It's fucking pathetic. Just get over it. Not you, Chris. I'm not telling you.
Of arrogance that is being displayed from here. Now, I'm gonna hold on to my reply to that particular tweet later. Let's go back to this one first. Okay, let's go back to dangerously close to unfollowing and the concept of superfan. First of all, him following me, is that doing me some sort of a benefit? Like, you unfollowing, is my world gonna shatter itself now? Am I gonna lose all my possession in life? Like,
you might.
What benefit is it? What sort of a threat is this? Dangerously close to unfollowing. Why are you even announcing this? This is not some sort of a Fabrizio Romano, here we go, announcement, dangerously close to unfollowing this. This isn't like a Real Madrid style official comunicado, dangerously close to unfollowing this. Mate, if you're going to unfollow, just unfollow.
To be fair, I've said that under people's like YouTube videos, but it's mostly because like, dude, I want to let you know I don't like I'm critiquing the content. At least I give you a critique. This is just.
Nah,
imagine Fabrizio Romano's next tweet right now.
Yeah, I wanted someone to post that video of the real video. Tick-tock. Tick-tock.
Oh my god, miss.
I was gonna.
What happened?
No, I was gonna say it's close. Oh, what? Fuck! I forgot what I was gonna say now. Shit. I'm blanked out now. Never mind. It might come back to me.
Let's continue.
If it's bothering you so much, and you think it's affecting you and what you see on your timeline, then unfollow. No need to come up with a statement that you are going to unfollow me. You want me to stop?
Statement.
You want me to stop This
the proper Chelsea
light
way.
banter. You want me to stop that?
Hold on, I gotta read this super chat. Thank you once again, Rodrigo. Appreciate you sending in these super chats, my friend. Rank these lot: Yan, Nini, Tori, Rory. Yan is cringy.
I'm putting. Oh my god! I'll put Yan at the top because he's the least annoying. Then I go Nini, and Tori's always bottom.
Yeah, but does it mean top is the most? Wait, does top mean least annoying or?
Either way, Rory's the most annoying, so we'll just put him. We'll just say that.
Wait. Rory's the most annoying. Okay, yeah, I agree with Will.
I would genuinely put Rory as more annoying than some war criminals in this world. So that's how much I despise that guy.
What about you guys? You guys agree with Will?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Chris, you do too.
The thing is, I don't. Right, so I've got to be honest with you. I don't watch Yan or Nini, so I have no idea. And
I stopped watching Nini.
Rory anymore.
I stopped watching Nini. I mean, after a lot of his takes, especially during that Lampard era. So he was annoying. I had to unsubscribe. I didn't declare it officially, and an official announcement on Twitter like Yan did, but I did unfollow Nini.
Actually, do you know what?
Yan, I still watch every now and again.
I think I'd actually put Nini as least annoying. Actually, thinking of it, because I think it. At least with Nini, you know his content. I actually sort of can respect a lot of the the editing he does for it. A lot of the quality of his videos. Like what he's speaking might be rubbish at times, but I actually can watch Nini talk even if I disagree. Yan, I just won't really watch. He's kind of like the same format over and over again, the same thing. And Rory, we all know Rory. No one likes Rory, so.
I feel like Yan puts. I mean, I feel like I like his older setup more. Yeah.
I'm not trying to discredit Yan fully. Like he's fair play to him. He's It's just I would rather watch an hour of Nini than an hour of Yan.
Oh God, I'd rather not watch an hour of Nini. All right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean, Will. I know what you mean. I get it.
But I've seen Yannick make so many rubbish tweets and bantering and slandering other players, our own players at times. I've not even said a single word because for me, it's your account, mate. Do what you want to do. I don't agree with a lot of things that he states in his account. There's a lot of rubbish in that account, but I don't say anything. Each to their own. What's it to me? But you come in here and telling me how to behave, how to act dangerously close to unfollowing. What are you trying to get? What was your intention with that? What did you think by replying like that? What kind of a reaction were you going to get from me? Am I going to say sorry? Am I going to delete my tweet? The level of arrogance, the level of that super fan sort of notion that I've been talking about, superiority complex, thinking you're far superior to me. Why? What's this attitude? All because of what? Declan Rice, who's not even our player. You're mad. And then now let's talk about this particular comment. Combination of laughing at my country's loss, mocking one of our best players with an inference of disdain regarding links for a return. Laughing at my country's loss. I'm not even an English fan. England is not who I support in international level. I support Germany. Hell, I'm from a Bangladeshi background. I get mocked about my country on a regular basis.
I get mocked about Peru
not
on
even
a
for
regular
football,
basis.
because we're rubbish at it. For cricket, where we're meant to be good. That's banter. You can't even take
I
banter.
did not know Miz
and
was
your country's lost. You want to talk about.
Sorry,
I did not know Miz supported Germany. I mean, if I was a Germany supporter and an England fan started piping up, I think I would, I think I'd just, how many World Cups have Germany got? The second most decorated country, the most decorated European country. Yeah.
To go back to what he said was when he said, "What did was Yan expecting an apology?" Yes, he was. That's the arrogance. He was expecting you to go, "Oh, sorry," and then delete your tweet. That's what he said. That's what he was expecting. Yan was expecting that. Yan was expecting that. I truly believe that's what Yan was expecting.
I don't know what you expect
him
on
to go,
Twitter.
oh, I'm so sorry. I apologise. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, Declan Rice was amazing. He should come back. We should spend 150 million pounds on him. Yeah, should do that. This fan base.
I mean, this only confirms for me what people had said about Yan, which I was in denial about because I don't see it myself. But the tweets and the receipts are right here, and I'm seeing it with my own eyes. The disdain, not the disdain, but the attitude he has. Not looking good, Yan. It's not looking good, man.
Your country now, because this is what really hurt me. Because once again, the whole notion of super fan, and even more than super fan, you know, just socially, this type of comment is so wrong. England as a nation, you want to talk about my country. Your country, England, has ruled over my nation for years and years and years in the subcontinent.
Yeah, Andrew, you mentioned this.
The fact that my tweet was so basic and so chilled and light-hearted banter, you're lucky that it's not some sort of a ruthless, aggressive tweet. You want to talk about my country. The audacity of certain parts. And do you know what? This isn't just about Yan. There is a lot of people that think like him, that talk like him, and they think they can just push their weight around and do whatever they say and they'll get away with it. The way this interaction was happening, it was a total sense of showing some sort of power. Like, you're better than me. Like, keep quiet. Who are you to tell, say what you want to say? It's mad. I replied back then saying, Yannick, you need to relax, man. My home nation is Bangladesh and I get mocked on a regular basis for it. Not even for football, as we are rubbish at it, but for cricket, where we're meant to be good. I've seen plenty of tweets from you on my timeline where I didn't agree, but I didn't need to unfollow you. Anyway, see ya. Stay peaceful in your mind. Much important that. 100%. If it's going to bother you so much, mate, just unfollow. Unfollow. Now, I want to show you off the back of this. Look at this.
This is the reason why I don't really support England at all anymore when it comes to, because they're just entitled cunts. That's what a large majority of the England fan base can be, and I don't mean like the average like family member that wants England to do well because they only watch the World Cup. I don't mean them, but like the actual like hardcore England football fans are just dickheads most of the time. So,
but even this comment right here, like, Yan, not critiquing your right to tweet it at all, just don't need it on my timeline. Not really did I expect it. Oh, so you want him to tweet to cater to you? Like, what are you saying? What are you saying? Like, it's ridiculous, man. It's so ridiculous. Like, I feel like a lot of people on social media, they just want to surround themselves in an echo chamber of opinions that agree with them. And we were just talking about this yesterday, Will, with the whole Disney Plus and all that shit with like the whole opinions thing. And if your opinion isn't my opinion, then it's racist or we're going to cancel you and all this shit. And it's just like leaking into the way people think and the way people use social media, Twitter especially. Just like it almost feels like Yan is in one of those like insane asylums where the walls are covered in the white pillows and you need everything to be safe so you don't hurt yourself. And the moment there's a little bit of like, oh, there's black on the wall. God, the world's over. Oh my God. Like,
that's just going to get clipped, Marshall, probably if you out of context.
You know what, Jan's lucky he doesn't follow F1 actually, because he'd hate F1 Twitter. That is the most toxic Twitter I've ever seen.
Yeah, and Chris, you contribute to 95% of it as well. You just like troll Lewis Hamilton fans.
Oh, your statistics have gone down, Chris. Oh, okay. Sorry, probably 7.5 at least.
I just don't get why he's so mad about opinion over Twitter. It's really pathetic.
Because the opinion is against something he believes in and something he disagrees with. And I'm thinking of words. My brain's gone Swiss cheese at the moment.
Is this the word?
No, but it's the sense of entitlement that because you have a channel and a following, everyone is supposed to go with what you say. And it just doesn't happen, man. And you know what? I'm glad Miz brought it out and challenged him, because Miz was just literally going on about his day. Wasn't expecting, maybe expecting something, not as much as this, but
not from a Yan or something. So I'm
Yeah,
going
not
to follow.
from Yan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never seemed like a dickhead. You know, I never would have thought if you talked about Chelsea content creators, I wouldn't think of him as like one of the ones that can't take any criticism or jokes or anything.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I mean,
I think
section
it's why I like
this, you know.
it's why I like content creators like Miz and I don't know how to pronounce it, but everyone calls him on their PYS. I'm just going to say that.
Pies.
And
Pies.
yeah, Pies and Con as well. I like those content creators because they just say what they want, and they don't hold back as well, like against people in the fan base that want to claim themselves as super fans or whatever it is, whatever they want to call themselves. So
I mean,
yeah.
even to a certain extent, I've heard rumors that PYS kind of went after Grimes.
He
Again,
did.
I'm not on Twitter.
That's
so,
just criticism of like. I mean, that's a whole different thing.
PYS can't even talk. Like PYS just takes like journalist words and he's a copy and paste merchant. He can't talk about that.
I mean, isn't Fabrizio technically a copy and paste merchant?
No, Fabrizio still actually like
he's a journalist.
He does.
He is a journalist.
David Ornstein gets all the exclusives. To be fair.
Yeah. But like, I mean, this like you guys are mentioning like more humble content creators. Like, this is why like I agree. I think all of us can agree. We really like Miz. Like to this day, like Miz Miz is huge now. Like I think he has almost 10,000 followers on YouTube. And
I think he has like 50 or 40 actually, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has a huge following on YouTube, and he's still. To this day, like fucking, I'll talk to him on Instagram, and I'm trying to get him on the channel, and like he still makes time for people like us. And same thing with Eunice. Eunice came on this channel before we hit 1K, or we were
sorry,
close
Matisse and Dami as well.
Yeah, like these people like still see, they're still humble enough to like come on the channel. Like I know some of them. I know when it comes to being a content creator, when it comes to like being more busy and making content full time. Yes, just anyone in general pursuing a career. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot less time. You're gonna, be busy constantly. So making time to do collaborations and stuff like that, it gets harder. But still, to this day, like you know what, I gotta.
Deontay Wilder. Yeah.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
Miz is a real one to this day. But point being is that like Alexis, Kafka's View, Monstar, even Carefree Lewis to a certain extent. Like I've seen them go to other channels and stuff. Like they're still. At the end of the day, everyone's trying to make it. Everyone's trying to make good content. Everyone's trying to, make YouTube their thing. Anyone who you see that's doing YouTube stuff, like, why have this arrogance about it? Like, why? Just be humble. Like, what it was like coming up and trying to grow your channel. Like, I don't know where I'm going with this.
I mean, there's
my
a reason
point being
why
is there's a humbleness to it, and that's why you enjoy content creators like Monstar or Miz and such.
And that's why people like them in the first place. It's because they're just humble people, giving people a platform, allowing different opinions. That's what people like. Like people, obviously, you're gonna have there's gonna be obviously always a part of the fan base that love I don't know if I should call it overly positive, but it is a little bit like you can't criticize anything, you can't, the side of the fan base that sort of like to keep it so clean to a level where it's kind of boring, it's kind of robot. There's always going to be like people that like that sort of content that don't like debate or difference of opinion. But
I think it's this: Twitter, watching streams. If you don't like it, then don't watch it or don't engage in it. If you engage in it, then be prepared for whatever response you're going to get, and then deal with it from there. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Andrew, they didn't get a trigger warning.
Yeah,
they didn't get a trigger warning, Andrew.
Trigger warning, yeah. It's like, and also, maybe you should have the attitude of, it's my opinion. I don't care what anyone else thinks, really, because it's my opinion. Do you know what I mean? If you want to engage in something,
it's my opinion, Andrew. Just you know what? It's funny. just say it's your opinion, and you got your own. But there's a lot of it's just football talk. If everyone's opinion was the same, it'd be so boring.
It's sports in general.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be banter. If
Yeah,
you
of
don't
course.
like banter, then why the fuck do
Does-
you
does
watch
Jan-
sports?
Does Jan not laugh at Arsenal ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a Chelsea fan, I
He's
call it.
ripped
He probably
apart-
does.
But Chris, he's ripped apart our own players. So
Has he?
Yeah. So yeah, he said.
Yeah.
But not Mr. Decky Rice, though, I guess. Like,
No, but no,
Mr.
probably not,
Decky Rice.
Decky Rice. Mr. Chant and Decky.
Bruh.
Oh my god. All right,
and
let's
Dex.
continue. Let's continue this.
104 quoted tweets off the back of Yannick's response. Now, this is where I want to showcase to you.
That's pretty
A lot of
gross.
fans out there, luckily enough, thinks in a normal situation, a normal way. And this in itself should be more than enough for people like
I know,
Yannick
gamer,
to
I know.
realize that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let me see if I can bring this up. Quote tweets. Look at this. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but
Oh gosh.
have a
Oh
look at what
gosh, the
people are
quote
saying.
tweets.
Christ, are you not embarrassed? I mean, one, your own fans, your own English fans laughs at England. Forget about me. Your own English fans laughs at England.
Cough, cough. This panel.
You see this comment? Nah, imagine being such a wet wipe. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
that's Twitter. Like, you gotta get worse than that.
By the way, that's PG. That's PG.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
PG
yeah.
response.
PG. Oh my god, bro. All right. I'm happy to see that. So the most. I thought there was just gonna be a bunch of quote tweets just defending
Yeah.
him.
Oh no,
No way. 100%
not for that shit.
Oh man. Let's see what's in store for us, boys.
People are more real on there.
I would hope so. I would hope so, man. But Twitter is weird.
Two, Declan Rice, the best player. No, he's not. Maybe
Imagine
in your
thinking
perspective. But that doesn't just because someone you disagree with, now you're going to start talking with all this arrogance and acting like a super fan, like you're far superior to everyone else. It's mad. Just because you think he's one of the best, that doesn't mean the majority of the people think like that.
Do you know what's weird, Marshall?
Understand.
Do you know what's weird?
What's up, Will?
If you talking to Declan Rice, if you ask, I know quite a lot of West Ham fans. Yeah, I know about 7 to 8 West Ham fans in real life. If I ask all of them who's their best player, I reckon 6 of them would say Jared Bowen at least. That's the thing. This obsession with him just makes everyone forget about our own club and like fucking hell. He's a player we're linked with. It's the same thing as being linked to a Gabriel Jesus. Is everyone going to suddenly defend any criticism of Jesus or any other player we're linked with? It's fucking stupid.
Do you know
It's
Chelsea
annoying.
fan? Sorry, we'll go and finish something.
No, that was all I wanted to say.
I was just say some Chelsea fans are coming off like really like a stalker of like a celebrity. You know, a celebrity just said bye to them once in like 8 years ago, and they're hung up and now they're married or something like that.
Are we going to defend Eddie and Nketiah now and Ryan
That's what I
Brewster?
mean. That's what I mean. It's very weird, and you're right. I mean, it's just bonkers. I hate this fan base.
I'm not trying to compare Rice to Nketiah and Brewster either, but it's like you get what I mean. It's like the
Yeah.
But they're also different positions, and I feel like a lot of the fan base, especially in the Chelsea fan base, I've seen it. I mean, whatever. I mean, we're looking for a DM and all that. Like, I feel like I think Declan Rice is great. He's not gonna come into this team and score you like a dozen goals like everyone's expecting, like a not a Casemiro, like a Rodri or even a Fabinho who actually had a decent goal scoring season this season. Like that's not what a DM does. So I feel like some people also wish-wash the idea of what a DM is supposed to do in a team.
Do people also forget like when Rodri first came in, he didn't really adapt to a possession-based team.
I'm wrong about him. I wrote him off. I thought he was
Exactly, but the thing is, like, Rodri was a player that you can't expect everyone to come in and play like Rodri did this season in your first year. Like it's his third year, wasn't it, this year?
Yes,
third season.
third year, yeah,
So
third season.
he was really average the first year. Second year he was good. I'd say he was good. And the third year, probably the best, maybe the best midfielder in the league. I mean, that's debatable this year. You can argue that another day. But it's like, do we really expect Rice to come in for 150 million and instantly be the best player that we have at our club? He's not. I know everyone. Do you know what pisses me off the most? I've seen people say yesterday when his press worked and then he gave the ball away again and it was absolutely. I've seen people say, "Oh yeah, but if this was Kante, don't just stop when you say if this was Kante. Like fuck yourself, honestly. Putting down an all-timer, and I wrote off Kante because of injuries and whatever last year, but I don't give a shit. Don't put down a fucking all-timer for Declan Rice. It pisses me off. It really pisses me off when people do that. It just angers me. Like, no, let's not back a club legend. Let's back Declan Rice. Like, fuck off.
Look, and each one has their own strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, they're different players. Like, we know Kante is so good at intercepting, but his passing game is horrendous. It's horrendous. But with Declan, like,
a bit inconsistent, I would say.
But at least he shows
All right,
to the
we'll
ball.
say inconsistent.
At least
yes,
he shows. At least Kante shows to the ball, though. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And he's in a
But,
pussy at times.
It's just the part of me also doesn't want Declan Rice because at this point too, with the fan base, like we're so divisive about Mason Mount and Callum Hudson-Odoi and all these like academy players that if we bring in Declan Rice, I don't think I could even sit here and listen to another fan's opinion on anything anymore. Like I really can't. Like I'm so fed up with the Mason Mount agendas and the Cho agendas, and I feel like I'm missing
toxic.
one. It's Rice, yeah. The Rice is the third one. It's just I've had enough of it. It's to the point where, like Miz mentioned it earlier, I don't even want Rice anymore because of this.
But
I don't want Rice because it's price.
Do you know what also happens though, Marshall? Like people just can't comprehend the idea of if you overhype a player, what's going to happen? If you're so forced on one side of rating a player, all that's going to happen is the equal level of hate is just going to rise as well. Because you're not doing the player any favors. You can say, I'm supporting a potential player. Yeah, cool. You can want Rice. Like I don't really care if he comes in. If he comes in, I'm not going to be a dick. I'm not going to like be hateful or anything. But you know what's going to happen. You've got the Rice lovers. If the Rice lovers increase, the Rice haters increase. It's just what happens in life. People don't want to be force-fed shit about a rival player. It's just going to make them not like him more. And then that literally does the player in question no favours because there's going to be more people going at him based on other people's unrealistic expectations. That happens with everyone.
Yeah. All right, let's continue watching this.
You don't need to agree with everyone else, but respect what people are saying and understand
100%.
what they're saying.
Yeah.
That's called learning. That's how you grow as an individual. I've said it many times on my channel. There's heaps of people that comment that they don't agree with me. That's absolutely fine. But I try and read what they have to say and see if there is a scope for learning, because that's how you grow. If you're going to have blinkers on and only say what you think is right and not appreciate anyone else's commentary, then that's mad. Now, imagine being such a wet wipe, holy F. And it goes on, man. No way he's being legit. Absolutely got decimated. This is so pathetic. Should we stop making fun of Harry Kane now? And the list goes on. There's 108 quoted tweets on this particular comment.
I think I'm
That's
one
a
of them.
lot. Wait, you quote tweeted it?
I think so. I'm not sure. I forgot now.
I
What would you
definitely
have
did,
said?
but I'm on private, so I think I called.
Oh, okay.
I think I called Jan deluded or some shit, but it won't come up because sadly.
I don't know. I think I called him a
private.
pussy. I don't know.
Holy shit, bro! Real Chris.
Chris was
Like,
on.
was
Savage.
was it unfollowed? No, it's not this tweet.
Chris had
No.
the Wales World Cup hangover and decided to choose violence.
This is just before, I think.
No, was
Oh
it?
think
my
it's-
god, that's hilarious. But like, I mean, Will, what you said is so accurate because, like I said, like I think the moment that I started losing respect for Yan's opinions and started taking him a lot less serious was the constant pushing of bringing back Eden Hazard, as if, and even admitting that it wasn't necessarily for the purpose of having him on the pitch and affecting the team in a positive way. He was saying more so for the idea of having the legend come back home, Hazard come back home, and the dream of Hazard, the romanticism of it all, which, okay, that's beautiful and all, but that's like a Rory opinion, you know?
The thing is, though, Marshall, I don't want to sound like, there's loads of tweets of me saying I want Hazard back when it's late at night and I'm very sad looking back at guys and whatever. But if we're being like serious, at least with that, Hazard is a club legend. Like this guy, the other guy who we're talking about,
it's not even on our team.
He's never played for us at senior level. So I mean, fuck my life. I've never seen Man City fans call for any of their youth players. Even when Foden broke through, they wanted him to play, but they didn't want him to like be the guy. And look what happened with that. Liverpool have decent youngsters, and they don't really call for. You don't see Liverpool fans calling for fucking what's his name, Curtis Jones, to play each week just because he's a young player who's half decent. Like they would. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it.
They didn't even call for like Harvey Elliott. There's no call for Harvey Elliott
they're patient with him.
Do you know what I mean?
If you,
there's not even call for him to play. Oh, we must play Harvey Elliott.
But Andrew, surely if they believed in a young player's talent, they would believe eventually they'd grow as a player and be able to break through, like in a few years' time. Like it's always now. They don't want to wait. Like, it's so impatient.
How old is Declan Rice? Like 22?
23, I think. Or 22.
So potentially, like when he goes out of contract, he'd be near his prime, and we could wait for that.
He'll be 25.
Yeah, but that's bullshit as well. Watch him come in and people play the but he's young excuse. Like fuck off. 100 million.
You don't get that 100 million.
If you want to get a proven 120 million, you could buy Kimmich. You could put in a solid bid for Kimmich.
Yeah.
For that price.
Casemiro would be a lot cheaper.
Casemiro is like 40 million. They're literally willing to sell him.
I reckon Liverpool sell Fabinho for like 80 million or 100. There is so many players you can go out there and try like tap up, even big players.
Or you could get a low risk. Like I've seen
Rodri for 50.
I've seen like 4 games of Sangare. Yeah, I liked what I saw of those 4 games. But even like I'm not gonna add like an expert on him. But if you buy him for 30 million and he flops, you can just sell him and get another. Like, do you get what I mean? It's like if Rice comes in and flops, you're fucked. You are fucked. It'll be the same thing that happened with Lukaku, but we'll probably give Rice more time because he won't slag us off or whatever. But it'll just be, do people not learn their lesson? Like, obviously, everyone here was open to Lukaku. Let's not act like we weren't. Yeah. But now we've learned from that, and we don't want the same thing.
Yan hasn't apparently, but I mean, good points, boys. Good points.
The audacity of this. Yeah, talk about self-inflicting your own damage. This isn't like the Lukaku situation.
Yeah,
we just said that.
You've literally come out and you brought all of this on yourself. All for what? All for what? For Declan Rice? For England? Fine, I get it. That's your nation, but it's a sport. Your team lost. Your own fans laugh at it, at the situation. Your team should be doing far better. And what? You can't laugh now? You've never laughed at other nations, losses. You've never laughed at other clubs' losses. If it really bothers you, you should have logged out from Twitter. This is mad. This is absolutely mad the way people have behaved. And do you know what? Now I want to talk about this Declan Rice situation. I said that I'm going to express my view about that and this whole superfan concept. Now I want to talk a little bit about Declan Rice. One of the main reasons where I've sort of held myself back a little bit on my channel, and I want to share this because at the end of the day, God damn it, this is my channel, and I want to be me, and this is why you guys all appreciate me, because it's me and it's not someone who's fake. as much as I have my perspective about why Declan Rice won't work in our system, in my perception, as I always said, you may have a different perception of how Chelsea should play their football. From the way I see how Chelsea needs to play, he doesn't fit. But more than that, it's the non-footballing things that are really, really starting to annoy me about the whole thing about Declan Rice. The fact that fans from your own fans from the same club are fighting against each other for a player that's not even your player, some other club's player. This is what is starting to annoy me. There are Chelsea fans that will mock Jorginho, that will mock Kepa, that will mock many players, your own players, regardless of how they perform. But they've got nothing to say ever about Declan Rice. Always positive, always got the stats out, always got things to say. He's the one, he's the missing link for Chelsea Football Club. He comes in, we're going to start winning league titles. It's people like you guys that have ruined it because you're not objective, because you go out there and you talk so much rubbish. You've ruined it for the people that actually want to appreciate football and actually want to appreciate players. And then they start getting a foul taste about these type of players like Declan Rice. And that's
that's what we were saying earlier. It's the same thing with Declan Rice. It's the same thing with Mason Mount. It's the same thing with Callum Hudson-Odoi. And it's not going to end with those players. It's going to continue on with
Billy Gilmore,
Gallagher, exactly. Gahey. I mean, to this day, I'm not going to play it. To this day, we still have arguments about whether or not we should have sold Tomori. No, it's done. Boys and girls, Tomori's AC Milan. Why are we still talking about it?
Tammy.
That's another one.
The irony of Chelsea fans having to go to Lukaku's goals and then bigging up Tammy for his goals in Italy when Lukaku was doing it for 2 years straight in Italy. It's just ironic. The irony is just amazing.
And you know what blows my mind, Andrew, is that we put aside, like, this is literally like what Miz is saying right here. Like, they take away the fun from the football and like just the stats and looking at the good parts of it, and we put aside the facts and all the logistics that we see for emotion, and it's like, why are we pretending that Tammy's going to come back into the English Prem and start knocking in goals just like in the Serie A?
I would do this. And I'm very truthful when I say this now. I would sell Cobham and turn it into a car park, right? And I would do what Bayern Munich do. And I would buy young players and I would stock them at all other teams in the Premier League and then take them back when they're ready. That's what I would do.
That's what Chelsea pretty much are trying to do.
No. But not even having our own youth stuff. I'd sell it all, get rid, and just buy young players from other teams and that, and just stock them in other teams until they're ready. That's what I would do. I would the best and the worst thing is that goddamn transfer ban was the best and worst thing to ever happen to this club in the recent years, right? Obviously sanctions and Roman saying and all that. Yeah, it was the worst thing because it's this fan base suddenly changed from you've got to have all the youngsters in all the time. We're going to win with 11 Cobham graduates, and that's the dream we all want. But proper Chelsea, a term that didn't exist pre-2020, by the way, if anyone wants to do that.
I never heard it.
Exactly. And all this, we got the best youngsters in the world, we're all great. It's like, it's okay, we don't need to buy players. We got Mount, we got James, we got Callum Hudson-Odoi, we got Tammy Abraham, we got Broha, we got Tomori. We got Ruben Lingard-Cheeks, who's still classified as a young player in 2027.
Lingard-Cheeks.
But Andrew, he's getting injured a lot. Like, you can't help it, can he?
It's true. But it's just like you know what? I would listen. The only one I'm desperate to keep is Reece James.
Yeah.
I don't care about anyone else. I don't care about Mount. I'm not going to rag on Mount. He's improved, but if someone was to come in with 70 to 80 million pound offer, I'd take it right now.
Yeah.
I'd take it.
I'd take 120, but
yeah, whatever.
Declan Rice price. Why not?
Yeah,
that's it. That's the irony. We should give West Ham 50 million plus Mount for Declan Rice. We should do that.
Wait, we should give them 50 million.
Chelsea Twitter.
No, they should pay us. They should pay us. I'm not fucking
Yeah.
I'm not giving them 50 million.
Right.
And a
so,
better
like-
player.
I feel like we're getting robbed there.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that I don't get the sentiment of Chelsea fans when it comes to the youth. Yes, it does frustrate me at times, like Livramento. Look at our wingback situation now. We could have used a Livramento. We could have used a Lamptey. Sometimes I feel like we're too quick to sell the youth instead of giving them like a proper chance. But this is where, and the complete opposite part of this argument is like, I feel like, and this is my opinion, and we can have a different video about this. I feel like we've given Callum Hudson-Odoi plenty of opportunities to prove himself at this level, and he hasn't. And so it's like there's a balance to it. He hasn't to me, rather. There's a balance to it. There really is. And same thing with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Like all these players and youth players, like we'll give them a shot, especially, you know, you could even blame it on the players themselves in this day and age that I feel like they're not patient enough. They want instant success. They want to instantly play. They don't want to work towards getting a starting role in a team like Chelsea, where the standard is really, really high. First of all, the fact that you're even in the Chelsea roster to begin with is an honor. It is an honor. Like, this is not a team that's easy to get into. So I feel the sentiment. I feel like we get rid of youth too quickly, but at the same time, I feel like we give them too much opportunity.
Marshall, does all this like backlash from the fan base about the youth also like highlight how shit we've been with recruiting as well? Because if we recruited, not perfectly, because every club has their stinky signings, overpriced, whatever. But if we recruited well, then who's going to be calling for like young players to come in? If our first, well, there will be some people out there. I won't put that past our fan base fully, but. Like if we had a striker that could score 25 goals each year in the league, wingers that could score 10 goals, get 10 assists consistently in the league. I'm not just gonna count fucking goals against the League 2 opposition in the FA Cup because I think that skews the stats. If we had, if we had like a title challenging team, no one would. Well, not no one. A lot of people wouldn't be calling for the youth either, which, I think it's just. People are just so unrealistic, which I'm actually quite pro youth if they're good enough. If they're good enough,
The youth are only good at FA Cups and stuff.
Yeah.
But what you guys are saying, like, look at what Gamer's saying in this comment. I agree with this. I think this is perfect. I think a player like Chalobah that takes his time, knows his role is going to be a rotational role. And now we see that when he's playing at his best, he's amazing. And now you know that he's slowly but surely cementing his role as a starting player in the team. But you have to prove it. You have to prove it. You have to be patient and play when you get a chance to play, take that chance and make the most out of it, which is what Chalobah did this season.
I actually blame the English media as well a little bit, because could you ever imagine someone let's say 7 years ago, could you ever imagine someone going out on loan to a Crystal Palace player of the year and being Crystal Palace player of the year and expecting to get a massive chance of starting? Like, what? Being Palace player of the year doesn't mean shit to me. No offense to Gallagher, no offense to him. Yeah, you've had a good year, but I don't trust you in Champions Leagues.
Let's see how you play when you come to Chelsea.
Yeah,
because
be patient.
Kai always says Kai always says it, and exactly. Well, Kai always says it. When you play at Chelsea, the teams play differently against you. So let's finish this video off.
I was gonna say, same with Gallagher. Like, he can't expect him to be a star when he comes to Chelsea. A bench player, and then he should come on as a bench player and like see how he plays. And if he doesn't play that great, don't force him down like our throats.
I'm calling it now. I reckon I could really see Everton signing Gallagher this year, maybe even on a permanent. I can see it. Maybe that's
50
not
million.
50 million. Oh yeah, I'll take fucking hell. Yeah, of course. Because if you are going to get a 50 million pound for a player like Gallagher, who was all right at West Brom, he wasn't awful, wasn't great. I wasn't really that impressed, but he went to Palace, was quite good for most of their season.
Yeah, he's impressive at times.
If you get 50 million, when a player who you can sort of see their strengths and deficiencies now, if you can get 50 million while their stock's at an all-time high, sell, honestly, because what's going to happen? He might not play as much and his price halves in 12 months. But honestly, take the money and do
his
whatever.
best position's like an 8 or whatever, right?
Yeah. He's a ball-winning 8 sort of.
Yeah.
He can score sometimes.
Yeah, he scored like 8 goals in the Premier League this season, same as Lukaku, I think.
And has all the reports? Yeah, they say Tuchel wants him, which okay, is fair enough. I'm not going to like speak out against Tuchel. I'm not going to like say, oh, you're wrong, you're 100% wrong, Tuchel, because who am I to say that? But has there actually been quotes of him saying he rates him? Like, has there been actual stern quotes?
There's no quotes about anything that any Chelsea fan will tell you that Tuchel likes this player or that player whatsoever. There's quotes from they'll be asking question, what do you think about this player? Oh yeah, he's good. That's the only thing that people contribute about what they think that any manager wants this player. That's the only thing.
What do they think he's going to say? Oh no, he's shit. I don't
That's
want him.
what I mean. So
like,
let's go.
Like Pep said, he rates Fred really highly, and I mean, he might like Fred. I don't fucking care or no, but you know, Pep said shit about. I think Pep said that Bruno is a fantastic player, and well, say what you want about Bruno, I don't care again, but it's like, what do you expect him to say? Oh no, that player's shit. Get him out. Sell him now.
Yeah, like it's so stupid when people think managers are gonna say stuff like that.
Yeah, it's so like people just. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I mean, do you remember when Yancelotti was at Everton? He was asked about what do you think about this long-serving player that came through the academy. Didn't even know who he was.
That's Yancelotti though. He doesn't even really train with him. He just sits there and watches band like from a distance.
He's just the manager. Yeah, he's not.
He don't care about all that.
All right, boys. Let's finish this video off and do our little final recap.
That's what's happening with me now. I used to like Declan Rice, and I still do. But I'm starting to get a bitter taste, not because of the player, because of the fans that follow him. Yeah, you can say the same thing about, you know, the Jorginho stands, the so-and-so, you know, makes a mouse and a whole heap of... But this is the thing. We are moving in the direction where people are following players as opposed to the club itself.
Yep.
And it's a dangerous path that we're moving towards. And I've said it always, players are not worth idolizing. I'll tell you right now, so many players have disappointed me over the last, recent years. They've done some notorious stuff behind the scenes. These players, just because you see them play football on your television, that's not it. There are stories behind what they do outside of football. Some do all right, some don't do that great. No need to idolize them. No need to worship them. You love a club, just follow the club and unconditionally love the club.
Preach.
No need to fight
brother.
against another fan due to a difference in opinion. And this is a message to each and every one of you guys. I see every now and then sometimes people comment on some of my videos when they disagree and they hurl insults either to me or other fans. Why? For what? For football? Are you kidding me? Just for football, you're willing to hurl insults on someone else? Just think about it, man. What are you getting upset about? What are you actually getting so worked up about? Calling another fan names and demeaning them, belittling them needs to stop. We need to act more mature. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because I feel like I needed to talk about this and this whole...
All right. I mean, I agree, Miz, but also some fans are really stupid. So, I mean, yeah, I get it. It's really weird how there are people who are fans of players over the club, and I think we've discussed this on this channel multiple times where that becomes a problem. So we can go on and on about this, but I don't know what you guys wanted to...
And people just don't realize that, you know, there's more than one way to enjoy football, and people enjoy it for different reasons and for different things, like, whatever.
But it's also so weird though, because like some people, they even if you are a fan of a player, you won't criticize them when they play badly. Like, I love Kai Havertz. I think he's going to be the next biggest thing and a Chelsea legend. I really do think that.
Biggest.
However, not the biggest Chelsea legend. I just think he's going to be a Chelsea legend.
He needs to show a bit
But-
more consistency for that, I think, to really show
No,
me.
I agree, and that is the criticism that I 100% agree with. Especially the beginning of this season that just passed, he was terrible. No dribbles won. There was a reason he was benched. He wasn't scoring. He scored 1 goal, I think, and maybe got 1 assist. That's it, and that was like in 10 games. Terrible stats. He was playing like shit, but I still like him. He's still my favorite player. And he came back and he played stronger. And when he was doing well, I praised him. But when he was doing shit, I criticized him.
It's
So
always.
it's like-
I feel like it's always back the players until it's a player that someone doesn't like. It's just that's what it is.
It didn't need to be said, Nick. We all know. So, I mean, any final thoughts, guys? Chris?
I was going to say, yeah, I think Reece James will be our biggest player of all these young players we have.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
he will
I
be the
agree.
one.
I thought you said
I
of all
think-
time for a second, but say
Nah,
No, none of
nah,
all
nah.
time. None of all time.
You never know, though, Will. He might win 3 Champions Leagues, a couple of Premier Leagues. Then I will say, if he's like the main reason, yeah.
I think Chris should be loyal to Ampadu, man. That's why. He's a big fan.
What?
Yeah,
You got your
Chris,
country- you got your
you're
country to the
disgusting,
World Cup.
Chris.
So you got your
What?
country to the World
Yeah,
Cup.
yeah.
He didn't
Yeah,
get
hold
us the
that,
World
Chris.
Cup.
Yeah, he did.
It's
Ampadu-
Bale's goals as well, you know.
Yeah,
Three.
but Chris, the
Hey.
Ampadu revolution. That's what we're starting.
You're more of a damn Werner stan than you are of your own fellow Welshman, Ampadu. What's going
What?
on with that?
Yeah, put your FA Cup on the table, Chris. That's all I'm saying. Put your FA
He
Cup on
wasn't
the
showing much until lately at Wales
Oh.
either. And people
We'll see.
say he should play DM. Do not play Ampadu.
What?
DM,
Yeah, but
especially late.
Chris. No offense. I would rather judge him off of performances at DM at club level than let's just see.
Yeah, but he made
we'll talk about
Joe
it. We'll
Allen
talk
look
about it.
amazing. Way better than him.
I think we definitely need to talk about this in another video. So we will talk about Ampadu, the youth coming back.
Yeah,
and
put
seeing him in
Europa on the
future.
table, Chris. Put your Europa and FA Cup on the table.
Andrew, any final thoughts, bro?
If we're discussing Ampadu, I might not be on this stream. No, subscribe, follow, subscribe to the
go.
video, subscribe. Thanks for the super chats over you go and everyone watching.
Yeah,
you know,
appreciate it,
like
guys.
Marshall will be doing a lot of changes to the channel, I'm sure. So
Oh yeah, I'm trying my best, keeping the ball rolling, and also changing it up. See what you guys like, see what you don't like. I mean, I'll say right now, if you guys do want to see us do more reaction videos, submit some videos that you want us to react to, and I'll make a playlist of it, and we'll react to them, and we'll see. I'll make it happen. This one was particularly long, so I don't expect. Yeah, I don't expect. I don't expect us to do this long of a reaction, but yeah, if there's videos you guys want to submit them. You can always put them in the Discord, or I'll make a community post and you can send them in the community post. Will, any final thoughts, brother?
Nah, I just think we should all just have fun, have more fun. You know.
Yes.
talk about football.
Enjoy the football, please. Enjoy the football. Stop being biased towards players. Have a balanced opinion. You know, that's all it is. Just have a balanced opinion. Don't get offended over someone's footballing opinion, especially if it's light banter. Come on, man. It's at the end of the day, like,
Unless they're
we just
wrong.
wanna watch football.
I'm joking. But yeah.
But yeah, guys, it's the end of the video, at the end of the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you once again, Rodrigo, for the super chats, and thank you everyone who joined us today. Make sure, if you haven't already, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the video and our reaction and all that. And also leave a super thanks if you would like. Am I forgetting anything? Oh yeah, check the links in the description. I put the original video on there as well if you guys want to watch it again, or I don't know. But yeah, guys, we'll be back again on Saturday. We won't be doing the Chelsea Unfiltered show on Sunday. We'll be moving that to Saturday just for this week, just because I have to celebrate a friend's birthday and I would like to catch that. So me and the boys will be here 8 o'clock
I don't mind. Yeah.
UK time. So yeah,
Great.
I'll make sure.
Subscribe to
Great
me
I
as well. Subscribe to me.
the great Ampadu versus Lewis Hall debate. That's what we're doing.
Oh, come on, Andrew. Show him do some respect. Come on.
All right, boys. We'll see you Saturday. for another Chelsea Unfiltered show. Thank you for